Welcome back to another Falcons EdTech tutorial where in this video we will talk about how to communicate with your teachers online.
Hey Hadley Filament. In this video I'm going to share with you how to effectively communicate with your teachers online. Now more than ever there are hundreds of ways in order to communicate a message to someone else. As a student, when you want something from your teacher, you not only want to make sure that you're being understood by them, but you're also taken seriously. In this video I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to make that happen. Let's go!
Any teacher listening to this right now knows that one of the most frustrating messages to get is this one. Now I know demo didn't mean to sound threatening, but they kind of came off that way. To a teacher, no punctuation, no capital letters, and no greeting kind of make it seem like you're in a rush and aren't interested in what the teacher has to say in return. So here's what demo could have done instead. Start every conversation with a greeting. Just like you'd start a phone call with hello or give a handshake to a friend when you see them, a greeting is the first way that you can acknowledge your teacher. Next up, if you're starting a chat with a teacher where you're asking for help, be prepared to stick around in case they need more information. Don't leave until the chat comes to a conclusion or a natural pause. This is different from something like an email where there's no expectation that the other person replies right away. Chats over Teams or Facebook Messenger or other social media apps are meant to replace conversations. You wouldn't walk away in the middle of a conversation with a friend after asking them a question, so why leave your teacher hanging after asking for help? Tip 3. Always thank your teacher if they've done something for you. You don't have to go nuts here. We aren't looking for praise. Just a quick thank you goes a long way. Just as importantly, it introduces that natural pause that we talked about. It's like saying this part of the conversation is over, so we can both go our separate ways now. Lastly, here are a couple extra tips. If you're writing a long email or a message to someone that's important, try typing it out in a word processor or a notepad first. It's super embarrassing to send an important message before you're ready, so type it out somewhere safe first where you aren't going to slip and hit send. Think of it like the first draft of an essay. And in case you're wondering, yes, your teachers do this too. That's why we can recommend it to you. In fact, I'm doing this right now before I record what I'm going to say. Similarly, if you're writing an important email, it's tempting to put the person's email address first, right? Don't do that. Put it last. Once that email address is in there, if you hit send, it's going to send, and you can't take that back. If you accidentally hit send without a recipient, you're safe.
I hope you found that video useful. If you have your own tips for how to communicate with your teachers better, please leave us a comment below and let others know what that would be. If you have any suggestions for future videos or things that you'd like to see related to technology, please come and see us in our classrooms or again, leave us a comment. Until next week, take care, Hadley Filament.